Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Niners Sickness podcast. How's everybody doing on this lovely Wednesday evening? How is everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful time. We're going to talk 49er football. But before we get this party started, you know what I like to say? Please wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. Welcome, welcome to the stream. What's up, my brother from another mother? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. Give me 1 second. Let's get this like this. How you doing, Rag? Welcome to the show. Nick Cross, safety from Maryland. Do you think the Niners are going to go safety first with a 61 overall pick? Do you think that's the direction the Niners will go? I'm interested to see if that's the direction they go. What's up, Lucky? We got Lucky in the house. How you doing, Lucky? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. For those that have not followed me, follow me on Twitter at NinersSickness49. I would appreciate that if you follow me on Twitter. Also follow me on IG, Instagram at NinersSickness. Show me some love. Follow me there. Also, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Everyone, thank you for wiping your feet. Wiping my feet. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Cardcast? Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream. Daniel Cantu says, what's up, Beto? I wipe my feet. Thank you, sir. We got, actually, let me put this one for my friend, Cardcast. There you go, Cardcast. He's a big time Fred Warner fan, and rightfully so. Arguably one of the best middle linebackers in the NFL, if not the best. Mr. Number 54 out of San Francisco 49ers. Fred Warner is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to do something real fast. Let's see here. All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? I hope everyone is doing good. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for wiping your feet. Truly appreciate that very, very much. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. The draft is not too far along. The year's going quite fast, if you ask me. We're already in April. Today's the 6th of April already. What will the Niners do at number 61? Who will the Niners take? Will they go edge? Will they go safety? Will they take an inside lineman? Perhaps a guard, center/center. Will they maybe surprise a lot of us and go receiver at 61? Which direction do you think the Niners will go? Just wipe my feet as well. Thank you, sir. My brother from another mother. How you doing, Dick Tracy? Dick Tracy's in the house. How you doing, brother? It says, insert your Lance clip, bro. You know I'm a huge... Este vato. How are you doing today, Beto? I am doing great, and I don't know why I keep saying the English version of my name. It is Beto, not Beto. Beto. Everybody calls me Beto. I'm starting to say. My wife the other day is like, "Did I just hear yourself call yourself Beto? What? It's not Beto no more." I'm like, "Yeah, it's Beto." Thank you, Lucky, for wiping your feet. Appreciate that very, very much. Jimmy G, yo, trade on draft. That would be amazing if we can trade Jimmy G on draft day. I doubt it that it would happen, but I would love to see that take place for sure. Thank you for Fred Warner, Beto. There I go again. Beto. You're welcome, sir. Look who it is. My brother from another mother, Mr. Pale Time. LA Rams YouTuber. Great, huge Rams fan. I love this man. He's a Ram. Unfortunately, he's a fan of the enemy. But as an individual, this man, I could not have more respect for Pale Time. I love what he does for his channel. I love how he engages with his viewers. I love everything about this man. The only problem is he's a Rams fan, but nobody is perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. But it's okay. My love and respect for Pale Time. Welcome to the channel, brother. Pale Time says, new setup looks cool. I'm learning some OBS stuff to upgrade my stream. There you go. I'm always looking ways to make my stream better. Always want to make it better, more, give the viewer something to look at other than my lovely face, Oh, man. OBS is a good system. It's an older system, but it's a good price. You don't have to pay for OBS. Once you figure out, I used to use OBS a lot. Once you use OBS and you're familiar with it, it's a pretty good program to have. Thank you, sir, for wiping your feet. Elias says, what's up? Orale, Niner Sickness Podcast. ¿Cómo está, señor? Welcome to the stream. Now, Pale Time. If you're gonna mention, thank you, babe. If you're gonna mention, like it. If you're gonna mention, the Rams or Super Bowl, Nick Bosa is saying, shh. Lynch likes to draft bust, but don't expect much unless Gore has input. Listen. So you're calling Kittle a bust, Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Elijah Mitchell, Greenlaw. Should I continue to go on, Mr. Dick Tracy? To me, they don't sound like a bust to me, bro. Stop hating. You're too kind. I am kind to everyone, but I have respect for you, Pale Time. It's my brother from another mother. How you doing, Mr. David McNew, one of my supporters of the channel? How are you doing, sir? Good evening. Good to see you. Says, good evening, Beto and the 49er Empire. Need to include Pale Time. Hi, buddy. Wipe my feet. Thank you, sir. We got Johnny in the house. How you doing, Johnny? JBXY 4 and 9. How you doing, sir? Pale says, who is your favorite 49er player from the 90s? Not named Rice, Montana, or Young. That's easy. Actually, for me, no lie, it is pretty easy. My favorite player, not named Montana, Rice, or Steve Young. I'm assuming you're saying Steve Young because in the 90s, we also had Brian Young, our middle D lineman, D tackle. So, but I'm assuming you're talking about Steve Young. So, one of my favorite players in the 90s, not named these three individuals, is John Taylor. John Taylor, receiver, number 82, was always one of my finest fun players to watch. And you might be a little too young, Pale Time, but Rams fans from my era hated John Taylor. And if you're a real Rams fan, you know why John Taylor was hated. But that's who my favorite player was. Not named those three. Great question, by the way. You're that one that brought up the Rams winning the Super. Well, I can't. It's the truth. Unfortunately, it's the truth, man. But we'll leave it at that. This Pale Time, Merton Hanks. Merton Hanks. Let's see here. What's up, Avatar? Seeing how you doing, Clark, Dwight Clark. Freddie Solomon was also Freddie Solomon. Actually, Freddie Solomon, was he in the 90s? I think he was. He was one of my favorite receivers too. I'm a big trench guy, so I like guys in the trenches. So I was a big fan of Randy Cross, Derek Deese, Harris Barton, Steve Wallace, Randy Cross. So many offensively linemen that I used to like, and I still do. I like those individuals, but man, what's up, David V63 is in the house. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Good to see you. Pale Time, Brian Young, Ken Norton, Merton Hanks, Tim McDonald, Terrell Owens, John Taylor, and the list goes on. Check out Johnny Boy. That's right, Johnny. Jusic signed until 2025, Beto. Did he not? Yes. The Niners extended his contract. So you're absolutely correct, Julio. He was signed till 2025. Great fullback. Little bit overpaid, but much needed in this system. So pay the man. Deion Sanders, prime time. Can't forget about prime time. Absolutely. There was a guy, I forgot his first name, but his last name was Harris. Harris, I believe he came from Washington. At the time, it was the Washington Redskins, not the Commanders. And they used to call him the Pistolier because every time he was a defensive end, every time he had a sack, he would shoot a six-shooter. He would be putting his fingers up in the air like he was shooting his six-shooters. I can't remember his first name, but his last name was Harris. And every time he had a sack, there goes his shooters. I used to love to watch him play. Ricky Jackson is another one. He only played 1 year with the Niners in '94. A long-time New Orleans Saints defensive end, middle linebacker. Great guy to watch. So many players back in the 90s, man. A lot of players in the 90s. They were fun to watch. Pierce Holt was a flash in the pan. I used to like Pierce Holt. He was okay. He was all right. I'm my family. We have a Niners fan, a Cowboys fan, Falcons fan, Dolphins fan, Saints fan, Ravens fan, Bills fan. Ooh, that was long. And me as a Rams fan. Oh, so you were the black child of the... No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. We love talking football. See, listen, at the end of the day, you may love your particular team, and friends and family members may like someone different. But if you're able to put your um, certain ways aside and get to know other fan bases and truly talk X's and O's, there's so much you can learn from other teams. Like I am not Tim Harris. Thank you, Julio. That is correct. Tim Harris was his name. I love his gun shooters, but I love talking football with every fan base, even the Cowboys. I can't stand the Cowboys, but if I talk to a fan that is not going to trash talk, but it's going to talk X's and O's, I can do that. I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm not that much of a trash talker. I love just talking football. I think, and I'm not saying that people that trash talk, whatever, but to me, it's easy to trash talk. It's a little bit harder to carry a conversation with another fan of another team because it requires you to know, A, enough of your own team, and B, enough of other teams. Now, trash talking, anybody can do it. But can you have a civil conversation with a fan base and just talk football? Tim Harris. Yep, that was his name. David Maynew says, Pale Time, that could be the most dysfunctional family I've ever seen, buddy. No kidding, huh, David? All those fans, different fans. Imagine Christmas. Imagine Christmas. Now I know when they all get together for Pale Time's family get together for Christmas, when they say bring in the ugliest sweater, they just bring a sweater of their prospective team and it becomes an ugly sweater. No offense, but not a huge fan of the background. That's fine. Hey, listen. Not everybody likes tea. Somebody likes coffee. Some people like tea. Some people like bourbon. Some people like beer. Everybody has their options. So I appreciate 949 for giving me your honest opinion on your thoughts on my background. It's okay, bro. I'm always trying something different. And hopefully everybody else does like my background. David, we are a hot mess, but in the best way possible. Love that. Hello, Beto. Draft talk time now. Yes, let's talk draft. Thank you for bringing me back in to the topic of tonight. What's up, Damian Lee? It's in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the channel. So, if there's no trades, okay, no trades, we are going to go ahead and draft at 61, 93, 105, 134, 172, 220, 221, and 262, which is Mr. Irrelevant. And for those that don't know what Mr. Irrelevant is, it's the last pick that concludes the 2022 NFL draft. As long as the Niners don't trade that draft away, they will be picking the last player of that draft. How you doing, Damien? I'm doing great. I like the background. That's awesome. Appreciate you do. I like that. Thank you. I like tea. I'm not a big tea guy. I can drink. My wife, she loves tea. She loves tea. I'm not too much into tea as much as she is, but I rather have coffee. But again, everyone has their preference. Some people like the background, some people don't. The good thing about it is I can always switch it around. I don't have to always show this background each time I go live. So let's talk draft. Let's keep that conversation going. Hold on for a minute. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure this is running. Open up another window. All right, give me a second. Let's go to here. All right. So we draft at 61. Okay. I'm going to see who's available at 61 according to PFF. According to PFF Simulator, I'm going to see what's available at 61, and we'll discuss the players and the positions that are available. Have a great stream. Hit that like button. Thank you, Pale Time. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Have a wonderful evening, and I appreciate your love stopping by, brother. Draft is deep with safeties and edge. We could get a raw cornerback prospect on day 3. I hope we keep Mr. Irrelevant. It's the last pick before the rookie free agents mess. Yes, sir. Absolutely correct. All right, so at 61, the players that are available, and I'm going to talk interior linemen. I think that's an area that the Niners should really look at. We have guard Dalian Farham out of Memphis. I don't know if I said his name correctly or not. Okay. We got West out of Arizona State. We got Cole Strange out of Chattanooga, where T.O. went to college. We got Luke Fortner, center out of Kentucky. So, to me, the offensive line, people say safety, it's an issue. Niners want to go defensive end maybe. But I believe that the Niners should really address interior linemen. I think that's the direction the Niners should go. Protect your quarterback. You're going to start a rookie this year in Trey Lance. You want to protect them the best way you can. How do you do that? By making sure that you have good linemen in front of you. I think that's a direction the Niners should go. Whether they will or not is yet to be determined, but I definitely think that's a direction the Niners should go with number 61. Now, those are the players that are available for interior linemen. Now, if we look at edge rushers, you have Cameron Thomas out of San Diego State. You have Josh Pascal, Delangelo Malone. You have Sanders, a couple of guys that are pretty good pass rushers, especially if you want speed. Malone is someone that you can look at from Western Kentucky. The guy can fly. Definitely can replace D Ford on the outside. Rise up. Rise up. What's up, my brother from another mother? A man of God. What's up, Richard? How are you doing, sir, today? Good to see you, Richard. God bless you. Welcome to the stream, brother. Marcus Jones is a playmaker. Real talk. Special team, secondary, and slot corner. He is. I heard he got hurt, right? He got hurt in college. He got hurt in college. So those are the edge rushers that is available at 61. Then you got, let's see here. Then we got, let's look at some receivers just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it, let's look at some receivers. You got Jalen Turbert out of South Alabama. You got Justin Ross out of Clemson. You got Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati. I like him. Shakir out of Boise State. John Mechie III out of Alabama. Calvin Austin III out of Memphis. You got a couple of good receivers. Now, I don't know if the Niners will draft a receiver with a 61 overall pick in the second round. Now, I understand that whenever we have a first round pick, we tend to take receiver in the second or third round. That has been proven with Deebo Samuel and I can't think of the kid that he's no longer with us. He's with the Giants. He was a mistake. So, is it really out of the norm or out of the possibilities that the Niners go receiver at 61? They have shown that they have drafted receivers in this late first with Brandon Ayuk, middle of the second with Deebo Samuel, and the other receiver they took in the third round. I can't think of his name, but he's no longer with the Niners. So, what's up, Mike H? Welcome to the stream. Says, hi. Kidding aside, we need to open up the wallet and sign both Casey's Matthews and what do you call it? I don't know about Gilmore, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. We're going to talk a little bit more today about the draft. On a different show, I will give you a reason why I don't think Gilmore is a necessary, especially since we got Ward, we got Emmanuel Mosley, we got Avery Thomas coming up. I just don't think we need Gilmore. But that's me. But welcome to the channel, Mike. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, brother. I thought we still had Benjamin. Yeah, we have. I'm not talking about Benjamin. Pettis. Yes. Thank you, Avatar. Pettis. We took him in the third round. Punt returner, receiver. Didn't work out for the Niners. But my point being is that we taking receivers in the first, second, and third round. And let's be honest. Let's be honest here. We are depleted. We have 3 receivers that are signed. Deebo, Brandon Ayuk, and I can't think of the third one. It's not Jawan Jennings. Not yet. He's still tendered. He's yet to sign his contract, but he's going to sign Jawan Jennings. So we're going to have at least 4 receivers. You need to go into camp at least with 6 receivers, if not more, with depth. So the Niners are going to address, I believe the Niners will address a receiver in the later rounds of this draft. They will address it. Will they address it at 61? Will they address it at 93, 105? At 172? Oh, was he? Okay, my mistake. My mistake. He was a second round. Well, I felt bad that if we would have taken him in the third round, I would have felt bad. Now I feel even worse that we took him in the second. But to that point, the Niners have showed that they have taken receivers early. So taking a receiver at 61 is not out of the possibility. So keep that in mind. Grant thought Pettis would be an all-star. Oops. Not everybody gets it right. Let me tell you. Not everyone gets it right. We need another tight end. We do, and I think the Niners may address that, Niner 49. But I think the Niners are going to address that probably in the fifth or sixth round to come in and compete with Charlie Warner and God, I'm forgetting names today. Not Kittle. Kittle's a star. I'm talking about the other kid that we just signed. But I think the Niners will address tight end, but I think they'll address it late. I think the Niners will address receiver over tight end, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you guys think the Niners will address receiver over a tight end. Keep me. I would love to hear that from you guys. Avatar says, and the bad thing is we traded up. I know. You're really making me feel bad. I remember that, bro. I obviously I don't remember it too well because I thought he was taken in the third, and you corrected me by saying he was taken in the second. Now you're telling me, or not telling me, but reminding me, which you're right, we moved up to take him. Kind of like what we did with Trey Sermon, right? Now, we don't know what's going to happen with Trey Sermon. We don't know if he's going to work out for us or not. But let's talk worst case scenario. If Trey Sermon doesn't work out, I'm going to get another vibe of the Dante Pettis, right? Dante Pettis, we moved up to get. Same thing with Sermon. Different round, but same mentality. I believe we moved up in the third round, or we came into the third round. Remember, and we traded with the Rams. And we give Rams more draft capital to take Trey Sermon. Now, I'm not saying that Trey Sermon is not going to work out for us. That's yet to be determined. But if he doesn't work out, I'm getting that vibe of a Dante Pettis, right? The third round receivers we drafted was Jalen Hurd. Yeah, he didn't. I mean, I saw why they drafted him, Johnny. And I understand why they kept him for so long. Because the things that they wanted to do with Jalen Hurd is what you saw with Debo. You saw Debo do it. Now, they wanted to do it more with Jalen Hurd than Debo because you don't want to put Debo in a position to get hurt. But since they cut Jalen Hurd, Kyle did not really have an option than to go to Kittle. Now, let's say Christian Watson, Trey Lance teammate in college. Let's say he's available at 61. If you drafted him at 61, he is what the Niners will be able to use him the way they wanted to use Jalen Hurd. Everything they wanted to do with Jalen Hurd, they can do with Christian Watson. Would I be mad if they drafted Christian Watson? Now, I don't think he'll be there by 61. I think he's going to go probably in the late first round. So that's going to be something that we don't even have to worry about. But let's just say he's there. Let's just say he is available at 61. And the Niners can utilize him the way they wanted to utilize Jalen Hurd. Imagine the possibilities of having Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Jawan Jennings, and Christian Watson with Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson Jr. in the backfield. The scheme and the flexibility that Kyle will be able to work with. And then you're adding a mobile quarterback in Trey Lance. this offense would be explosive. It will be truly explosive if Christian Watson would be drafted in the second round at 61. Is it the popular pick? Maybe not. But I think it will be great to have him on here. I know people are talking, oh, you got to go get safety. You got to protect, you're trying to get a receiver for Trey to throw, but who's going to protect him? I think the Niners are confident that Aaron Banks will be able to take over at the left guard. They feel comfortable with Brunskill. School is coming back from injury. They're going to draft a guard in this year. But when you add a player like Christian Watson, and remember, he has familiarity with Trey Lance already. Imagine how this offense would be with the addition of Christian Watson. What's up? Corey Davis is in the house. How you doing, Corey Davis? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So, I would like to see Christian Watson be drafted. Now, I want to hear from you guys in the comments. I want to hear you guys, those that are viewing right now, if Christian Watson was available, if he is available, I should say, if he's available at 61, would you be okay with the Niners taking him? Or would you be like, nope, 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 nope? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Will you be okay with us taking a receiver at 61? Especially Christian Watson. Or there's just so many receivers that we can pick in the later rounds. Let me know in the comments. I want to get you guys engaged. Hold on, guys. I want to get you guys engaged in this conversation. Should we go with a receiver, particularly Christian Watson? What's up, Niner Minded? What's up, Ashar? How you doing? Welcome to my channel. Hey, bro, you were doing the green screen. I said, hey, you know what? I always had the green screen, honestly. I always had it. I just never really messed with it. But I decided, I was bored, took everything off my walls. And, yep. But welcome to the channel, brother. I'll take a guard over a receiver. All right, Julio. All right. I respect that. I can respect that. David Menu says West is listed as a center and a guard. Yes, he's played both. Depending on what mock draft you're using, Luke Forner has played all three interior linemen. Now, I know that the Niners most likely will go interior lineman or defensive lineman. That's something that I expect the Niners to really address. But for the sake of this conversation, for the sake of this podcast, just imagine the possibilities of drafting Christian Watson, using him the way the Niners wanted to use Jalen Hurd with Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings. Now you have Christian Watson. Now you have Elijah Mitchell in the backfield. You have Juice. Imagine the nightmare. The nightmare of opposing defense coordinators when they got to face an offense run by the mad genius himself, Mr. Kyle Shanahan. Imagine that. I'm just saying for a minute. Imagine those possibilities. Imagine how it would be. Julio says defensive lineman. I would go receiver at 61. Right on, Lucky. Right on, brother. David Maynew says, yes, draft Christian Watson if he is there. He's big and fast. Can't pass him up. I wouldn't want to. I know we need to address safety, but there's a lot of deep in safeties and edge rushers. There's even a lot of offensive linemen. We can take a Christian Watson and probably still take West or Luke with the 93 pick. So we can address receiver and offensive guard / center. And maybe with the 105, we can take a defensive end. The possibilities are endless, but I would love to take Christian Watson if he was available. Alex, welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing, sir? It says best available player. Now, if you notice with the Niners and you watch the history of the Niners draft board, the Niners are not really known to take the best player available. They are more of a take a player that fits the need. That's the MO of the Niners and John Lynch. So will they take the best player on the board, Alex? Or will they go and meet the need? Because the receiver, as much as it would be nice to take, it's not really a need. At least not at 61. Which direction would the Niners go with 61? Will they take edge rusher, interior lineman, safety, corner, receiver, running back? I doubt it, running back. So at 61, if Christian Watson was there, I would like to take him. But let's say he's not there. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to move on. Let's say we go interior lineman and we take the kid out of Memphis, Dalen. So we're going to take a guard. All right. So with 61, we took a guard. Now we're sitting at 93. 93, our first pick in the third round. We took a guard. Now should we look at defensive end? Who's available? You still got Malone. You still have Sanders. You have Sam Williams out of Ole Miss. Now, I don't think that Sam Williams will be there at 93. I think he will go much higher. I think he has fallen on the boards because people, I think he's fighting a case of domestic violence, I think. I'm not too sure. He's fighting a case of domestic violence, or he has an issue off the field. And he's fallen. But the kid out of Mississippi is pretty good, man. He's pretty good. He's 6'4", 265 senior. He's only 23 years old. Now, will the Niners take a chance on him? kind of like what they did with Reuben Foster? Or have the 49ers learned their lesson when it comes to Reuben Foster? Have they learned their lesson? It's interesting to see what takes place. But if we don't go edge rusher and we decide to go safety, you got Brian Cook out of Cincinnati, which I like. You got Bell out of South Florida A&M, which I like as well. That's it. Now let's see corners. What do we have at corners? Okay, at corners, we took a guard that we need. We also need a slot corner. We got our punt returner with Ray Brown, but you can never have enough good punt returners. This kid can come in, help us with the punt returns on special teams, and also replace K'Waun Williams in the slot. I'm talking about Marcus Jones. Marcus Jones out of Houston. Marcus Jones can easily come in, help Ray McLeod with the punt returning, because he does that very well, and also can come in and take over that slot position for K'Waun Williams. We took a guard. Do we take a slot corner? Yeah, I hear you, David. I think they learned their lesson with I just forgot his name. Wow. I hope this is not a sign of Alzheimer's, man, because I'm forgetting names. Anyway, not Alexander. Anyway, I mentioned the linebacker out of Alabama. We took a chance with him. It didn't pay off. I think the Niners have learned their mistake from him, David, and I think the Niners will. You're correct. I think they'll, as good as Sam Williams is, and he's one hell of a defensive end. I think you're right. I think the Niners would pass up on him because of the off the field issues that cloud that is over him. Roberto is in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome. Mr. Playboy Loco is in the house. How you doing, sir? We got Christian Carver in La Casa. What's up, brother? Loving the green screen behind you. I appreciate it, brother. It's just green. I'm kidding. I hear you. So, Reuben Foster, thank you. Thank you for reminding me of Reuben Foster. Thank you. Yes, Reuben Foster. I think the Niners learned their lesson from that mistake. So now we took guard, right? We should address slot corner. So let's go ahead and take Marcus Jones with the 93 pick in the third round. Now we are at 105, excuse me. 105, one of our comp picks in the third round. We took guard and we taken a slot corner. Now do we look at receiver? Do we look at tight end? Do we look at safety? Do we look at a pass rusher? We don't have a pass rusher. We taking a guard and we took in a slot corner. Now this guy Malone is still sitting there out of Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. The kid is fast. He's not a good against the run, but boy, he can pass the pass rusher. You still have Sanders out of Cincinnati. Mayaji Sanders. I don't know if I butchered his first name. 6'5", 255 pounds, senior. This kid is pretty good. Although they do YouTube content, that he's a little bit undersized at the combine. We're talking about Sanders, so that might be an issue. I heard possibly that the NFL schedule won't be released until a few weeks after the draft. Now, they normally it gets released before the draft, correct? It doesn't really matter. I mean, before or after the draft, it'll be released definitely before the season starts. So, I don't know. I know a lot of people, they look forward. And now, so do I, because content creators, we can definitely talk about the schedule and the strength of the schedule. We can talk about, once we know where we're playing, we know who we're playing, but we don't know where and what days, Sundays or Mondays or Thursdays. Is it prime time or not? By the way, how many primetime games do you think the Niners will get? How many primetime games do you think the Niners will get? Now, I'm not asking how many you will want them to get, but how many of them do you think the Niners will get? 3, 4. Last year we got 5, but we got bumped out of one of them, so we had 4. Do you think the Niners will get 3, at least 3, less than 3, or more than 3? I'm not going to make a poll, but less than 3 or more than 3. So we're taking a guard and we're taking a slot corner. I think that we should address wide receiver or address edge rusher. Christian says, have you seen Sauce Gardner play from the University of Cincinnati? I did, but he's going to be gone way too long. Way too long, way too fast. I'm not really going to focus on players that are not going to be there, Christian. But if you're talking about just from the perspective of how good he is, yes, I've seen his tape. He's pretty damn good. But the kid's going to be gone early. According to PFF, we can draft D-back Zion from Sam Houston State in the 3rd. His stock is rising. What do you think, Beto? It is rising. I don't even think we have him. Let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, you're talking about, that's a cornerback. Or no, safety. Let's see here. No, I'm talking cornerback. Excuse me. He's a cornerback. 6'4", 195. Can play outside. Now, we do have Ward and Emmanuel Mosley that can play outside. We have Embry Thomas. We just took a slot corner in Marcus Jones. We took an interior lineman guard. Maybe we can take a center to eventually take over for Alex Mack once he retires. There's a guard that I really like. There's a guard. His name is Jason Poe. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but if you haven't watched tape, Jason Poe out of Measure Bear. The Measure Bears. I don't know if I pronounced the college name correctly. It's MERCER. He's a guard, 6'2", not a big frame, 295. But the kid is nasty. He is nasty at the guard position. Julio says, how Donaldson from ASU. Interesting. Let's see here. From NSU? Did you pronounce the name correctly? Donaldson? Unless he's already gone. He might be gone already. Let's see here. Nick Cross is another safety out of Maryland that is going to be pretty good. That's a good possibility. So we're taking guard. We took slot corner. I think we're going to go edge rusher. And we're going to take Malone. Just to move on. We're taking Malone. And then now we're going to address receiver. In the fourth round with the 134 pick, I want to address receiver. Now there's this kid from Baylor. Keyjuan Thornton. I'm butchering people's names. I got to learn how to read. But anyway, this kid is 6'3", 182-pound senior out of Baylor. This kid can fly. He's a burner. He's fast. Would he be there in the fifth round? What do we have a running back? I doubt it that they will go running back. Oh, they got Williams out of Notre Dame. This kid is shifty. This kid is 5'9", 199 pounds, junior. This kid can run. We took guard. We took slot corner. We took an edge rusher. We do need safety. So I shouldn't be looking at no running back. All right, safety. We got Sterling Weatherford out of Miami. We got Marquise Bell out of South Florida. I like this kid, Coker, out of South Kentucky. I like him. I think he's a pretty good safety. Percy Butler out of South Louisiana. Smoke Monday. What a name, huh? Smoke Monday. Because you are recovering from Drink Sunday. 6'3", 199 senior. Safety. Kid can play. Should we address safety in the fourth pick, guys? Let me know in the comments. Should we address safety with the 134 pick? Or should we take a... Let me see what's the best value. You got Zach Thomas, tackle from Wake Forest. You got tight end Grant from MSU. You got Smith, guard from Virginia Tech. Safety. David says safety. All right. Let's look at safeties. Now, there's Sterling Weatherford from Miami Redhawks. 6'4", 221 pounds. Um, the kid that I like, he's 6 feet tall, 197, out of Kentucky Wildcats. You have JT Woods out of Baylor. He's 6'2", 193 senior. He's pretty good. The kid, Percy Butler, 6 feet tall, 190, out of Louisiana. The old teammate of Mr. Elijah Mitchell. We got Anderson out of Toledo Rockets. He's not bad. 6'2", 210 pounds, David. David, do you have a particular? Let me tell you the available safeties that are available at 134 for this particular draft that we're doing. Yeah, Sterling Weatherford. You got Marquise Bell, Leon O'Neal Jr. out of South Tech A&M, Anderson at Toledo, Yusuf Crocker out of South Kentucky, J.T. Woods out of Baylor, Vernon McKinley III out of South Oregon, Smoke Monday out of Auburn, Brad Hawkins out of South Michigan. You got Bubba Bolden out of Miami, South Miami, Kendrick Ducan out of Louisville, Trey Sterling Trey Sterling, I like him. He's a small guy, but he's shifty, out of Oklahoma State. Since you mentioned, David, since you mentioned safety, out of those safeties that I just mentioned, who do you think is the best value at 134? Out of 134, what do you think is the best value? What do you think the best value is as safety, David? Sterling. I like Sterling Weatherford. His long and has played corner. Okay, so let's go ahead and take him. Since you are active in this conversation, let's go ahead and take him. Now we're moving to 172. We are in the 5th round at 172. We have addressed guard, slot corner, edge rusher, and now we just took a safety. Do you think this is the time that we should look at a receiver? You got Josh Johnson out of Tulsa, which I like. You got Bo Moulton out of Rutgers. I like him. But the kid that I'm in love with is Thornton. 6'3", 182 out of Baylor. I think this kid is a burner. He's fast. I like him. So I'm going to take him in the 5th round at 172. I'm going to go ahead and take a receiver. Now we are at 187 in the 6th round. 187, we take in guard, slot corner, edge, safety, and receiver. I like the guard receiver time. Yeah, we just took a receiver. I like Smoke Monday. Have you guys watched tape on Jason Poe? Guard. That kid is pretty nasty, man. Running backs. We got White out of South Carolina. Devontae Price, out of Florida International. Ty Chandler out of North Carolina. TJ Pledger out of Utah. Let's look at a couple more D linemen. Let's look at the tight ends. We are in the 6th round. Okay, this tight end, and I'm probably going to take him. His dad was a guard for our 49ers. His dad played for the Niners as a guard. Great guard. I think his son, who plays tight end from San Jose State, is going to be great. Tight end. Could be moved to guard. He's 6'4", 235 pounds. He can put some weight on. I'm talking about Derek Deese Jr. Derek Deese Jr. His dad, Derek Deese Sr., played for our offensive line. Many of you remember him. Many of you may not. I like him. I just added him at 187 in the 6th round. It's a good move. That's a great value for a tight end, in my opinion. Now we're looking at the later of the 6th round. We have the 220 and the 221 pick back to back. Again, we have addressed guard, slot corner, edge rusher, safety, receiver, and tight end. Now we can look at maybe a center. This kid, Luke Wattenberg, out of Washington Husky. He's a Husky. I like him. He's 6'5", 300 pounds. Center. He can be developed and take the place eventually for Alex Mack. It's a perfect situation. We take him at 220. He sits for a year, learns from Alex Mack, and then when Alex Mack retires, this kid can come in 2023 and take over. So I'm going to take him. So now we have a guard and we have a center. I keep wanting to take the other guard. I like Poe, man. I might just take him. You guys may not like it, but man, I like this kid. He's nasty. He's still sitting there, man. Do we take a tackle? There's no tackles that I really like. Luke Tenuta out of Virginia Tech. I tried to look him up. I can't. He's not available on this simulator right now. I might have to take a look at him after the show and watch some of his tape. What position does he play? 'Cause I'm not really familiar with his name right off the bat. Luis Moreno. How you doing, sir? Do you watch college football? I do, but not as much as I used to. I gotten lazy, honestly. My Saturdays are more busier than my Sundays. So I'm a big Clemson Tiger fan. Yes, Clemson. But I know my way around, but I'm not really deep like I used to be, Lewis. Javier Rios in the house. How you doing, sir? Hola. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, sir? How are you doing? Hope you doing well. Make sure to wipe your feet and smash that like button for your boy. Appreciate it, man. So I'm going to take this kid, Poe. I like him. I like him. I know it's two guards that we're taking, but I like him. All right, we're taking our last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant. Now, this running back, I like Sinclair Montgomery out of UTCSA. Road runner, 5'9", 205. Kid's shifty. I know the Niners are probably going to go more towards taking an undrafted free agent running back. But at Mr. Irrelevant, I'm going to go ahead and take a running back to conclude this draft. Now, PFF grades you based on your choices. My total grade is a B. I got a B from PFF. I got a B for Dalen Farham out of Memphis guard. B minus. I got a B plus for Marcus Jones. I got a C plus for Malone, Delangelo Malone, edge rusher. I got a C for Sterling Witherford, safety. I got a C plus for Thornton, receiver out of Baylor. I got a B for Derek Deese out of tight end, San Jose State. I got A for center, Luke Wattenberg out of Washington. I got an A minus for Jason Poe. And then I got a B for the running back, Sinclair, out of UTSA. Oh, he's a defensive end. Yeah, for a minute, I'm like, who is this guy? If a girl asks you to be, hold on. If a girl asks you to be a +1 to her cousin's wedding, and it's the Saturday of the draft, well, I am married, happily married, so I wouldn't go. If my child was getting married, I wouldn't go. No, just kidding. You're funny, Pale. You got me thinking. You fail. I don't know. If I'm single and she's cute and I'm trying to pursue her, nope, I still wouldn't go. Gotta watch the draft. His pleasure was available, David. Oh, no. He was gone. He went in the 6th round. Sorry, he went in the 5th round. He went in the 5th round. Anyway, usually I show the draft on my screen, but I wanted just to talk draft with you guys. I can't wait for the draft. To me, the draft is Christmas in April. Can't wait to watch the draft, man. Roger Goodell going up and starting off the 2022 NFL draft. Will the Niners get better in this draft? Will they dethrone the Rams from their title. We would have to wait to see if that will happen. You guys have been amazing. I had a lot of fun watching and talking to you guys about the draft. You guys are awesome. And the Rams only have picks. And the Rams only have picks on day 3. Pretty much. Yeah, your 1s and 2s are gone. Now, I do got to admit, you guys do draft pretty good in the later rounds. So, you definitely have that going for the Rams. We'll see how it comes up. 2 more weeks. Yes. And it cannot come fast enough. If Pale Lambs had to take one from Stafford or Wagner, who would they take? They're both ugly. Thank you, Julio. All right, guys. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this hump day, midweek Wednesday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing up. Like always, thank you for supporting my channel. Like always, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for all the support you give me on this channel. I love it. If she loves you, she would understand you. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next Niner Sickness podcast. Peace.